Hello, Donna Bond here, transformation consultant and spiritual life and business coach, helping you live into the full potential of your life from the inside out. Today, I want to talk about how I think the most powerful person in the room doesn't have a position. Just think about that. The most powerful person in the room doesn't have a position. You know, we spend so much of today is November 4th, by the way, for those of you who watch this video later. And so it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific time, which means it's 6 o'clock on the East Coast. And it is the day after our election, and we still don't know who has been elected. And you know, this is such a precarious time in the world right now, as there's so much againstness and so much fighting and so much dissension and so many opposing views in really dramatic ways. And even in my own circles, even within the spiritual community, there's still a great amount of againstness. And so today I want to talk about equanimity and our ability to be the observer and our ability to be neutral about something, which really gives you an incredible amount of power. And this is why I made this statement in the beginning that the most powerful person in the room doesn't have a position. And what I mean by that is when we're overly zealous about something, overly passionate about something, we don't have the ability to really see things clearly. I guess you could say a little bit to not care so much, but I don't think that that's really accurate. Maybe what we want to care less about is our position or our point. And when we are neutral, when we can practice equanimity, which I looked up the definition of equanimity. You know, it's defined as being calm and maintaining your emotions, especially in a bad situation. An example of equanimity is when you react calmly when you're given bad news about your health or your job. The state of being calm, stable, and composed, especially under stress. This is what's considered equanimity. So the benefit to this is that we really are open to the other person's perspective. We're open to the idea that there is more than one viewpoint. And there is more than one viewpoint. My eyelashes keep getting stuck together. There's more than one viewpoint in everything. There is more than one viewpoint from everyone. And, you know, this is really what makes the world, this beautiful melting pot of different expressions. And, you know, sometimes we might have really strong or adverse reactions to certain people's positions. But when we do that, we're really no different than they are. Think about that. If we are overzealous about whatever our point is, you know, and this is where it's so helpful to see things through the spiritual context. Because when we look through the spiritual context, we recognize the soul, everyone's soul, views everything as neutral. That there is no good or no bad. There is no right or no wrong. There is no black or white. It just is. It's the isness. It's the what isness. So I think neutrality and equanimity is really being in that neutral space where your eyes are open to all of the different perspectives and viewpoints and opinions and positions that could possibly exist. And when we can remain in a calm state without our own emotional turbulence, creating a lens essentially to what it is we're looking upon, we have the ability to receive a greater amount of information. We can receive guidance, if you will, from our intuitive nature, from our higher power, from our soul, from God. Take your pick. But when we're caught up in our emotionality, then we're bringing our position to something. We're bringing our reactivity to something. And we're just not playing fair at that point. You know, we really, when we're holding on to our position, it taints us in a way because we're then looking through a filter. So I just want to leave you with this. And as you consider the possibilities in your life and the potential in your life of being more neutral about everything that's going on in the world, when you are residing in this place, then you will experience less things that activate you. And because what we give out is what we get back. And what we have within is what we are going to see reflected back to us in the world. So I just want you to consider this, and I want you to consider taking a greater level of responsibility in being neutral about the world. And I guess we'll find out soon who our president is going to be for the next 4 years. And it is what it is. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. And if you want to have a deeper conversation with me, feel free to reach out on Facebook at Donna Bond Professional Coaching and Consulting. Or you can just email me at Donna@DonnaBond. I'd love to chat. Thanks for watching.